Hey, real quick. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. You go ahead and lead us off.
All right. Let's get started. First and foremost, all praise and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Harakak Wadash, Alayum, Wabarakim, to the hopeful elect of Yasharallah. Shalom. So get it going. We just out here, another highways and byways, another week at it, another week enduring, another week doing the righteous works, man. So we can get straight to it, man. Scripture, first thing, grab that at Ecclesiastes 1:9. Salak Aki won't got a garment on today, but
I got my husband on me. This is Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 9. It says, "The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun."
Time. So there's nothing new. It's another week. Brothers out here, we gathered. It's another week. We endured, but that's the base of it. It's nothing new. So we back out here doing the same things. And that scripture, it runs pretty deep. Because also with there not being nothing new, there's nothing new with everything that's going on in the earth, There's always talks and words of war, There's always been oppression. The Israelites, we always been out here. Preaching the righteous words, And this thing is an ongoing thing. The scriptures never changed. They meant what they meant back then today. Bring it up for me,
This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 6. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet."
See, we know what's going on. That's why we stay in tune. And us staying in tune is like, going to that channel you like. Our channel will be these scriptures, We always in tune with that. So, it's rumors of war and it's all types of chaos being spoken of on the TV, on the internet, news, etc. But with our faith, we stay prepared because we always ready, In this truth, we always ready and prepared because we always meditating on scriptures, and the scriptures are letting us know how to be prepared and what to be prepared for, And we ultimately just patiently waiting for the return of the Messiah. But again, back to the first scripture, the Ecclesiastes 1:9, is nothing new. There's nothing new under the sun. Brothers got anything?
Philippians 4:5. Brother, want to get that? Philippians 4:5.
It's Philippians 4:5. It says, "Let your moderation be known unto all men. The Lord is at hand. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto power."
Bring that back one more time for me.
This is Philippians chapter 4, verse 5.
Mm-hmm.
It says, let your moderation be known unto all men. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is at hand. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto power. And the peace of power, which passeth all understanding, shall keep your hearts and minds through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai.
God. So our faith is through, first and foremost, through the Most High, through the Son, and basically it's given to us in these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? That's like our daily bread, and we staying faithful, and we constantly reminding ourselves of what this thing is all about. By constantly being in tune, with the scriptures. Bring that out one more time from the top, and all the way through. I'm gonna stop you this spot. It's all good.
If you don't know
This is Philippians 4 and 5. It says, let your moderation be known unto all men. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is at hand.
So we just go just right there. It said, let your moderation be known to all men. And our moderation is what we understand. That's what pretty much what the brother was just saying. It's what we are understanding, And Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is at hand. So the truth is at hand. And it's being said to let it be known. So what you do know, ultimately, that's what you speak on. Any brothers got anything to expound on that? Any other scriptures and all that?
No, it said Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is at hand. And we know Yahushai come to destroy this so-called America the Great, Babylon. There is nothing but bad things coming for this place. That's what it's saying when he's at hand. He's coming for destruction. He's coming to destroy this wicked place and set up a new kingdom. Figure it out, huh?
This Revelation chapter 5 and 9. It says, and they sung a new song, saying, thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof, for thou wast slain and hast redeemed us to Yahweh by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation, and hast made us unto our power kings and priests, and we shall reign on the earth.
That's all I'm talking about, Yahweh Shai. Him being slain ultimately to save us.
somebody get Isaiah 53.
This is Joel 1 and 15.
That's the link up.
Isaiah 53.
Isaiah 53. You start at 1. Yeah.
It's Joel 1 and 15. At last, for the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is at hand, and as a destruction from the Almighty shall it come.
That's right, man. Somebody get Joel 2 and 11 to keep going into it. The spirit got it going into the Lord right now. So we're gonna talk about the Lord then. Hold that Isaiah 53. We ain't got that Joel 2 and 11. You got it.
Joel chapter 2 verse 11. And the Lord Yahweh shall utter his voice before his army.
Before his who?
Before his army.
Somebody get Psalm 68 and 17. Keep going, brother.
For his camp is very great.
And that's talking about those those you know what I'm saying, those chariots, man. You know? Keep going.
For he is strong that executeth his word.
Mm-hmm.
For the day of Yahweh,
Read that part again. For what?
for he
See, one man. Go ahead.
is strong that executeth his word. For the day of the Lord Yahweh is great and very terrible. Keep going.
Yeah, that should be it on that. I think that's it.
It says, and who can abide it?
Yeah. We can abide, man.
So the Lord is terrible, man.
What?
And it's what the
Like
brother is saying. It's destruction coming, man. The Lord terrible. You know, not only is he great, he's terrible.
Psalms chapter 47 verse 2. For the Lord Yahweh Most High is terrible. He is a great king over all the earth. Keep going.
Yeah, that's a deal on that.
Yeah, that's just proof. It just says the Lord is terrible. He's terrible. The Lord is coming, and he's coming to relieve his people of Israel. You know, so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, so-called Native American Indians. The Lord is coming to relieve us. You know.
Right, brothers. Somebody get Amos, what is that, Amos 9 and 8, that the eyes of the Lord upon the sinful kingdom. And
And it continues. He's coming to relieve us, and but morally to bring destruction upon these heathen nations. You know, who subdue us. You got it. Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 10 verse 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth.
Think not. You know, this is Yahweh speaking. He didn't come to send peace on earth. Bring it out.
I came not to send peace, but a sword.
Yeah. So it's a sword coming. That sword is destruction. You know, to those who oppose. You know, the Lord is not coming here to make everybody happy. You know, to have everybody on the in this world. You know, to bring everybody together so we can be holding hands. The Lord is coming to destroy the wicked, man. I got scripture. You got a scripture?
Yeah.
Bring it out.
This Micah 3, chapter 3, verse 4. It says, then shall they cry unto the Lord, but he will not hear them. He will even hide his face from them at that time, as they have behaved themselves ill in their doings.
So basically the time running out. You know what I'm saying? The time running out. It's time to choose a side. You know, you go choose the Lord or you go choose the other side, man. And in that day, you trying to get dressed, trying to get your stuff together. You know what I'm saying? You want to be ready for the Lord in that day, and he not gonna know you, man. He gonna turn you around and send you the other way. Cause this thing not a game, you know. If you was told, then you should. So it's like if you was told, you should hearken. You know what I'm saying? You better hearken, because the Lord is expecting for all of us to become more righteous, get close as possible to what we need to be before He comes. Because otherwise, we're gonna be reduced to stubble, man.
I was actually just going to find this too.
Go ahead, bring it up.
Matthew chapter 25 and verse 5. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, behold.
Right there. that's midnight is why the sign is in black. You know what I'm saying? That's why we put the sign in black. You know, and that might be a chariot right there. You know, brothers, you know, together the past week, we seen a chariot literally flying, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Straight spaceship, man. You know, that midnight also goes into Esau's doomsday clock.
Right.
You know, because what does Esau teach everybody that happens at midnight every day? It's a new day. You know what I'm saying? Right. So when that midnight hit, that's when the Lord's gonna be here.
And who's the bridegroom talking about here?
That's a chariot right there.
The bridegroom that we talk about in the scripture is Yahweh Shai.
That's right. You can't. What this gonna go on to tell us? We can't go on and play no more. It's not a game no more, man. This is not entertainment. It's not a TV show. It's not a boys club. This is life or death, man. This is really about life or death. You know? It's serious, man. This is very serious. Ain't nothing to play with about this, you know?
Matthew 25:6. And at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh.
What?
And at midnight,
See? Midnight, man. He saw a so-called white man. He said, look at that. He saw a so-called white man say, well, we like not even 2 minutes anymore. Close before midnight. Now, this thing can happen any,
This is our
like,
first
really any year now. You know?
scripture.
This is our First Thessalonians 5:2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
Thief ain't gonna tell you when he coming, but he give you, Lord, he's fair enough to give you an idea. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna tell you in midnight. You know what I'm saying? So midnight is when everybody's slipping. You know what I'm saying?
Party.
Right.
It's a lot of folly. It's always some kind of folly going on around midnight.
Somebody get what was that, 2 Thessalonians, the fifth chapter, first verse. We can just segue to that real quick. Then come back here.
So now, real quick, I was gonna say, with that midnight thing, you go back to Esau's favorite way of showing you and giving you little ciphers. You go to the story of Cinderella, right? She had till midnight to be dancing and stuff. As soon as midnight came, all of a sudden, like all her wonders just came down crashing.
Yeah, her fake life became obsolete, man.
A real deal reality came crashing down quick. Like, on her way out, she was changing, dropped her whole glass slipper. So she had to get out the jam before she let anybody see something. Because that's how Esau is. They love to put on a mask and.
That's spiritual too. Somebody get real quick. Matter of fact, we ain't gotta get it. Paraphrase. They tell you that the Lord liked it. You know, the daughter of Israel, he's like an Israel children. You know what I'm saying? A delicate woman, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's super spiritual. You say that. Cinderella. Basically, Israel was that Cinderella. You know, you got till midnight, Jake. You know, so we got till midnight to have our stuff right, to put off the weak nature.
I was just saying what you said in the beginning. You said at midnight, like she didn't even realize that it was midnight. She was like rushing home.
It is midnight.
Basically.
Ended up being a part of that 2/3, become a babe.
Look at it. She basically the movie. She went from being basically a queen to being back. What was she like?
She was basically a handmaid.
Yeah, she was a handmaid.
Clean up after the house.
Yeah, that's not supposed to be the case. The brothers keep getting other points. But we go ahead and bring that up.
This is First Thessalonians 5:1. But the times of the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
So the brethren is not every Israelite. But it tell you that all Israel is not Israel, man. It tells us that. So it's really about the men that's holding these scriptures right now. He said he has no time, that I write it to you. You're supposed to know what's going on. If you just now coming in, you're supposed to be hasted. It's a race. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to advance to the semifinals. You know what I'm saying? The quarterfinals. That's what you're trying to do. Brothers. Yeah, you can bring that up if you want to. Exactly.
I had a scripture to back up your point about the brethren and Israel not being all Israel.
Right.
This is Matthew 12:50. It says, "For whosoever," and this is Yahweh Shai speaking. It says, "For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother."
Yep. So all Jake, we know that ain't all Jake. Jake, he fears his Lord by the precept of man. You know, so it's talking about us, man. Ultimately, it's just owning it. You know, it's talking about us. We the only people that fit the bill, man. Just like the so-called white man owning the banks, giving people shots, taking the money out of your check before you get it. He fits the bill with Esau. And red as hell while he do it, you know? We fit the bill with these people. We those brethren, man. You know? But every brethren not gonna come out on top. You know? But that's why he writing this letter, to make sure you come out. That don't be you. Because if you're a brethren, that means you know what's going on and you gonna make it. If you don't make it, that's what that have to mean. That means you really want the brethren the whole time.
Okay.
You just came in. You just snuck in, you know?
He was Judas. He was Judas Iscariot.
Pretty much, man. And that's you don't know who lot that is, man. You know, you thought you was a man of the Lord. You know, that's just the balance, man. It's just the reality of it. Every brother not gonna make it out of this, man. Because they not gonna. Father ultimately just don't want you this time around. You're gonna die the second time. Keep going, man.
This is 1 Thessalonians 5:2. "For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night."
See, it's a lot. But you see that? It said you know perfectly. And if you know perfectly, it's because ultimately you know these scriptures. So you would have to be a brother in the truth to understand what's going on.
So be us.
More proof, but go ahead.
1 Thessalonians 5:3. "For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them."
And that's all you keep saying. They have these mugs in Chicago. They got this little peace group hitting the streets. Ain't no peace coming here, bro. Like, what is wrong with these people? Hey, this is the whole Chirac. What are you talking about, man?
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no peace coming here, man. Why you think peace promised? Because y'all false prophets. You know? So who would the true prophets have to be? The men that line up with these scriptures on the right-hand side. Because they line up with the scriptures too, but on the left-hand side. You know?
I got to learn the race.
Go ahead, bro. Y'all first up.
"Then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that the day should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light, and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness."
What?
Of the night,
There you go. Going into the midnight school.
Going back to the slide.
nor darkness.
So ultimately at midnight we gonna be light, you know what I'm saying? And the understanding of that, like us being light, we gonna know what's going on, you know?
Keep going, there's more on this.
by the Spirit. We ain't winging it. That's in the scripture.
Philippians 2, you said 2 and 4?
2 and 14.
This is Philippians 2 and 14. It says, do all things without murmurings and disputings, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of power.
So he's giving us the keys to win, you know, to win that race the brother was going to. So do all things without arguing, you know what I'm saying? See, brothers don't argue, you know what I'm saying? We ain't never argue, you know what I'm saying? Like, debating your cause is completely different from arguing.
It's funny too, because in the world, right, that's that people say you ain't a family if you don't argue. That don't make no sense.
You hear that all the time.
Yeah. They be like, we not a family if we don't have some type of argument. That don't make no sense. That's that if you in a structured house, how you supposed to be, that's that everybody will be thinking the same way, having the same structure of the same doctrine.
See, that's why we got to get out of here, because the people around us, they don't got none understanding.
That's what you watch all these shows, they all talk about that. You go into watching Blackish, you know what I'm saying? That's that Esau put all these TV shows in front of you to get you to go the fuck off even more. You know what I'm saying? You see this new show that just came out by the director of Blackish, right? Supposedly supposed to be portraying his actual life, called Black as Fuck, right? Black AF. They said he go into it. He got his daughter doing a fake documentary, and then they talking about all the arguments and all the fights that they go through in the family, and you get to start thinking like, oh, I should have my family like that. So we bickering and arguing about shit that don't matter.
Esau's programming, man. Go ahead.
2 and 14.
This is Philippians 2 and 15.
2 and 14.
Start at 14, Slack it. Philippians 2 and 14. Do all things without murmurings
See that? Keep going.
and disputings.
Disputings, man. But brothers bringing out these people teaching to do things with murmurings and disputings. You know what I'm saying?
Disputings most of all.
So if you a brother arguing in the truth, you going the hell off, man. You know what I'm saying? You not running. You running like this now, the race. You know, and that also means, because to be getting this for the brother's point, you actually won't be one that has light in that midnight, man.
Right.
Because midnight is when it's completely dark, man.
Right.
Complete darkness. So going further back into how bad they say the day of the Lord is gonna be great and terrible. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be great and terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So it's gonna be a lot of light in a very dark place, though. It's gonna be a damn horror story, man. It's gonna be a horror movie down there, man. Keep going on, bro.
Philippians 2 and 15. It says that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of power, without rebuke, in the midst of a nation, of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world.
See that? So this world is not light. We're the light. Somebody get it. 82 and 5. Bring it out real quick. And then if the brother go back, wherever we was at, we go back to it. So the brother, just to back his point up, man, he said we're gonna be like unto lights at midnight. You know, if you want to finish your point, man. What scripture was that to where he was speaking at? What scripture was in that?
Psalm.
2 Thessalonians in the 5th chapter.
Come.
So we'll pull that back up. Okay. He go back into that. We'll get that 82 and 5. Psalms.
Yeah, come.
82 and 5. Walk
This-
out the darkness.
This is Psalms chapter 82 verse 5. It says, they know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness.
So that's what the world is, man. You know?
All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
We say we actually walk around with lights on. You know what I'm saying? We just shine bright. You know? Go back into that 2 Thessalonians.
So, but this is on 1 Thessalonians 4 and 15. It says, For this we say unto you by the word of the Lord, that we which are alive and remain unto the coming of the Lord shall not prevent them which are asleep.
See, it's the coming of the Lord. That's who's coming at midnight.
Right, but
No,
hitting your point. We gonna be able to see it
come on.
because we got light.
Yeah, I got a scripture for that too. Isaiah chapter 60, verse 1. It says, "Arise, shine." And
Can't
to the
shine
point,
without light.
Con, you can't shine if you're not a light. But let me finish this. Isaiah 60 and 1. "Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee."
Brother name means light, man. You know what I'm saying? The brother of war.
Con.
You got all the ways to actually be light through the scriptures, man.
I got Isaiah chapter 8 and verse 20.
Right.
To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
Con.
So that would make them what? Midnight.
They part of the darkness, man. They be likening it to that midnight darkness, man.
They got that song. They say the freeze come out. The freeze come out at night. The scriptures say the Lord come out at night, man. The angels gonna come at night, man. When this place is coming, it's a blackout. We're gonna be like down here, like basically like lightning bugs. You know what I'm saying?
What Esau and Jake be saying, the coon Jakes, they say they be scared if they see one day that some spaceships come out of nowhere into the sky, and you see some black men come out there from Mars.
Who got that? Who holding that Psalm 68? Bring it out. Who holding that? Who holding that Amos 9 and 8? Bring it up. Who holding that Proverbs 15 and 4? Bring it up. We bring those out back to back.
It's, Psalms chapter 68, verse 17. It says, "The chariots of Yahweh are 20,000, even thousands of angels."
PSA. No longer there.
Man.
You finish that, brother.
The Lord is among them.
Who?
The Lord is among them, as in Sinai, in the holy place.
So what's inside now? That's so heavy right there. What's inside now? Brothers always look that part. Mountain.
It's on this side, man.
What you say when the Lord come back in the Apocrypha? It looked like he was on. He said he carved himself a great mountain. So the Lord finna come back with a big spaceship, man. You know?
Covers the whole sky.
Man.
And that's crazy because if you think about it like that, that's that he gonna darken the whole sky to where it look like it's midnight too.
Exactly.
So you ain't even gonna know if it's day or not. See, look, you look over there, there's just some lightning in the sky.
Yeah, all this. We ain't gonna get no life in the sky when that mug comes. We're gonna like the ultimate frisbee in the air. You know what I'm saying?
So it's Proverbs what?
15 and 4.
Amos chapter 9, verse 8. "Behold, the eyes of the Lord power are upon the sinful kingdom." The eyes going into those chariots, man. "And I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord."
Yeah, you know when they say about the spirit, they be like, you look into his eyes, depending on if it's a wicked person, but I just see darkness. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
So the eyes is lights. So that's why you see those little lights in the sky, man. You know? You got that 15 and 4.
Okay. Proverbs chapter 15 and verse 4. "A wholesome tongue is a tree of life, but perverseness therein is a
Proverbs? You want Proverbs?
Yeah.
The eyes of the Lord? Beholding the good and evil?
That's verse 3.
3, so like,
Proverbs 15 and verse 3. The eyes of the Lord Yahweh are in every place, beholding the evil and the good.
So we'll go ahead and bring that race scripture out, and then we can go ahead and go back into what the others holding in this 5.
Come.
And then we'll go back to the 25th.
1 Corinthians chapter 9. Did you want me to start from 21 or
Where you at? What you just call it? Where you at?
that's that verse 24 is, you know not that there are which run in a race.
Yeah, bring it out.
Come. 1 Corinthians chapter 9 and verse 24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that ye may obtain.
So how's ways? So he says it's a specific way we gotta run, man. It's a spiritual run. It's not. He's not telling you to physically go out and run. But hold the scripture. Go ahead, now, bro. And then we go back into what you got.
This Psalms chapter 69, verse 32. The humble shall see this and be glad, and your heart shall live that seek Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai.
One more time on that, bro.
This is Psalms 69, chapter 69, verse 32. The humble shall see this and be glad, and your heart shall live that seek Yahweh.
How could the humble see this if it's dark? Because the humbleness is going to bring you that light. You know what I'm saying? So that's another way the Lord needs you to be. So you can see at midnight. So you can be running in a way that you are obtaining. Humble. You know what I'm saying? We got to be humble. You know, how do you humble yourself? You got to fast, man. You got to fast. You got to shut your flesh up, man. Because your flesh is death, man. You know? Your flesh is nothing but death. Your flesh hates you, actually. That's what you realize. Your flesh hates you. It wants you to die. Your flesh is the portal for the demons to mess with you. You know? I ain't gonna keep talking. I'm doing my thing. Go ahead.
This is 1 Thessalonians 5 and 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child. And they shall not escape. But ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that the day should overtake you as a thief.
You are not in darkness.
Ye are all the children of light, and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep, as do others.
So that's, you take that all the way around the world. That's a manifold scripture right there. Physically and spiritually. Because when do people sleep?
At 12 at midnight. You know what I'm saying? And go back to the top.
Average ass joke.
It says, for yourselves perfectly know the day that the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. You know?
And that's not to be over righteous either, because you can go to sleep at midnight. Because it's so-called scientific benefits, health benefits that you get, true science that you get from going to sleep at night. I mean at midnight, you know?
Yeah.
So, but don't make that a thing. You know what I'm saying? He putting us on game right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. And this, like I said, any year, this shit can end, man. Like, it's any year now.
Right.
It's any year. And the way it's going, that's giving it a push, man. That's stretching. Man, the way this thing going, brothers, it's damn near any month. Trump, this dude done pulled out, he wearing a mask now. So they really trying to hype this thing, man. Marshawn Lynch handing out goddamn,
I seen
you know? And then on the nigga van, his little promotion spot, you know, because Jake get money, they start a foundation. You know what I'm saying? This nigga shit called Beast Mode. Activate the beast.
Activate the beast.
Hey man, the Lord, you can't get no more. Matter of fact, somebody get Habakkuk 2 and start at 1.
Esau seen.
Cause we those brothers, man. Like we those brothers, bro.
This is the truth.
This is the truth. The only thing that makes sense, man. We are those brothers, man. We the brethren. Lord willing is everybody up here, and all the brothers just teaching, man. It ain't no, but some, you know, that just wouldn't be true. It wouldn't be balanced. How hell everybody gonna make it? You know what I'm saying? How everybody gonna be on fire? Everybody in the truth ain't on fire right now. Everybody in the truth ain't lukewarm. Everybody in the truth ain't. Hell, if you cold, you ain't in the truth. You know? If you lukewarm, you ain't in the truth. You waiting for the Lord to spew you out.
Right.
Go ahead, guys.
The Habakkuk.
Yeah, bring it up.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved.
See, and that's another way. I ain't gonna go into that. Just get the point. Next verse, bro.
Next verse. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2. And the Lord appeared, Salak, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may not run that readeth it.
So when we write the vision, can somebody get my tongue is the pen of a ready writer? Real quick. Come, as soon as you got it, bring it up. But that's why. One more time on that, brother.
Come on. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2. And Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it.
So what does that mean? Bring it up.
Psalms chapter 45 and verse 1. My mind is inditing a good matter. I speak of the things which I have made touching the king. My tongue is the pen of a ready writer.
See? So the Lord, he writes out what it is. That's how this vision is being rolled out, through our speaking. You know what I'm saying? It should tell you who wrote that. That's David, right? A psalm of David. Did you say that?
At the top it says, to the chief musician upon...
Yeah, I think that's David really wrote the whole book of Psalms. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, David, man, he was a prophet as well. So the prophets are the men who speak, you know what I'm saying? They're speaking into going into things that's, they used to be called seers, which is they seeing things before they happen. You know what I'm saying? And it also just means to do the work of the Lord, man. You serve the Lord. And now, it's like, now, just keep it short, keep it brief. One more time on that, brother. Matter of fact, just keep it simple. As I said, he that read it, you know, may run because it's made plain. So we just plainly telling you. We're coming out, we setting up on the street, and we just telling you, man. We're talking about the things that's happening, and the Lord showing it to us. This is it. This is why we keep doing it, because we see. Because how can you see? Because we got light. You know what I'm saying? And what's getting and why do we need to see? Because it's dark. But guess what? It's about to get darker, man. You know? And it's about to be a new day. So we've been in the longest day of darkness forever. This is the longest day of darkness. It's basically been a spiritual eclipse. You know what I'm saying? A spiritual solar eclipse through Esau's day. And when midnight comes, as he calls it on his clock, the doomsday clock, that's it, man. So if you ain't in place spiritually, by the time the Lord gets here, by the time those angels pull up, because they say they in the sky watching the eyes, man. You know, beholding the good and evil. You know, ancient forefathers talking to us, brethren. You ain't got no need to outright unto you, because you know. You in the truth, you know the scriptures. Ain't like I'm telling you something you don't know. I'm just reminding you. I'm keeping the stove, I'm keeping the pot hot. You know what I'm saying? You the pot, and you supposed to what's contained in the pot. The stew, the scriptures, man. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures. You know, the words you picked up from men of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? The things you received through the Spirit, which is all the same thing. If it's through a man of the Lord, the Spirit, man. It's all your house shop, man. So,
scripture. I'll talk about this right now.
so trying to find a way out. You know what I'm saying? The Spirit just keep going. Trying to find a way.
Second Esdras 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently
That's right.
in itself.
Where you at?
Second Esdras 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
That's right.
And when thou seest parts of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand
That's it.
that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
That's it, man. How they gonna visit? Those spaceships, man. But first it's gonna be in ways of blood moons. You know, brothers and I was just going over that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be visited. Actually, you being communicated to. So the Lord is texting everybody right now.
Actually, can I get the definition for signs?
Yeah, you can bring it up, but the Lord's texting. The Lord's texting everybody. You know, everybody getting a call, man. Like, yo, you see this? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't want to pick up or not, you know what I'm saying? We can get that. Proverbs 1, 21st verse, man. You know? Yeah, we can bring it up. But we, like I said, want to keep it and edifying ourselves. You know, because really, you know, I seen a brother earlier, he made a video. The door is closing, man. You know what I'm saying? That it's gonna be Jake's waking up last minute, but this not no damn show, man. We gotta get this light, man. We gotta fill up on this oil. We got time for these damn people, man. The Lord's still gonna send these. There's still the highways and byways. The Lord put us at a new location. But we gotta get this. This ain't for them, man. It's for us, man.
The definition for signs in the Hebrew is a waqf. It means a sign, a signal, a warning, miraculous sign, an omen.
That's
So like you said what?
or a thought.
And when you go into it, it's like yeah, because it's Aramaic. It's an Aramaic slang for a waqf.
We don't do it. Aramaic. Keep going.
So it says an omen, a token,
That's right.
an ensign,
That's right.
a miracle,
That's right.
proof, a distinguishing mark. Just like how the Akim had went into it for the etymology. It's a sign in the heavens.
Yeah, man, but like I said, make it plain, man. It's up to you to go back and watch this video. We already did that, you know what I'm saying? It ain't like we gonna stop going into it for ourselves, but go watch the video, man. You know? Make it plain. We simply telling you, midnight coming, man. We telling ourselves through the scriptures telling us, yo, run in the way that you may obtain. Humble yourselves. That's one way that you need to be running. That humbleness. You know what I'm saying? Not on some, man, I'm trying to beat this brother. You know what I'm saying? That's you in the wrong spirit. You know? Lord, he looking at he looking at how you running.
It's a competition, but it's not against your brother, you know.
Right.
It's like when LeBron and KD work out with each other. Like they got a different type of friendship. It's like they pushing each other
Right.
to do the best they can.
Ultimately, he can't save you and you can't save him. But let everything be to the edifying of each other, man.
Like the body.
Bear your brother's burden, you know?
When you say in that one, you guys said that there was that one video of Michael Jordan in the locker
Kobe.
room. He was in the locker room. He was basically saying like, don't be like playing like dogs out.
Right. Yeah, don't play like dog shit tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was getting them on the egg game. That's right. You know?
Because all in all, I said they all got to play together, and they all playing to run that race and to be on top.
That's one of the ways we gotta run. If a brother not telling you like, yo, brother, don't play like dog shit. He ain't running the way he needs to be. If he just worrying about himself. But nigga, you being a nigga right now because the Lord gotta save the nation, not just you. You know what I'm saying? The fuck you gonna get out of just having one man saved? No women, no other men, none of the babies, nobody. Just one dude. That's the wrong spirit, man.
Because that don't even line up with the scriptures.
Hell no, man. Yahushua died for the nation. He didn't even die for himself. He died for the nation. He didn't get killed because of something he did. He got killed because it's his own people. Are you the king of the Jews? Thou sayest. He wouldn't even run away from it. You know? Go back to it, brother. We'll go ahead and end with that. We'll end with that.
This is 1 Thessalonians 5 and...
Hold up, before you get back to that, let me grab this.
You said you want me to end in the second entrance, or?
No, we cool.
It's that Proverbs chapter 1, verse 24.
Yeah, bring that up.
Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded.
Bring this out real quick. That's another one. One more time, brother.
Proverbs chapter 1, verse 24. Because I have called and ye refused.
Everybody got that call, man.
Mm-hmm.
You hit decline.
I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded.
So when the Lord get down on you, man, it's a dark time when the Lord get on you, man. They tell you in the scriptures it's a terrible thing to fall in the hands of the living power, man. Because he's definitely alive, bro.
So you'd rather have that brother telling you that you playing like dog shit.
You know, the Lord he ain't talking no more. It's just somebody. It's a lot of brother. Finish.
No, that was it. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm just. That's it. Bring it up.
Psalms chapter 88. Yeah, chapter 88, verse 12. It says, "Shall thy wonders be known in the dark?"
One more time.
Shall thy wonder? This is Psalms 88, chapter 88, verse 12. It says, "Shall thy wonders be known in the dark, and thy righteousness in the land of forgetfulness?"
So you can't. People can't see the wonders because they're completely in a blackout. You know what I'm saying? We got the light, and that's how you know is eyes and light are synonymous because we got the eyes to see, but eyes can't see in darkness. You know what I'm saying? So those will have to be different type of eyes, man. And thus proving that those lights we see in the sky are eyes, man. So we able to see that's not a star. You know what I'm saying? One more time on that.
Psalms 88, chapter 88, verse 12. "Shall thy wonders be known in the dark, and thy righteousness in the land of forgetfulness?"
So if it's dark and the Lord done darkened these people's eyes, man, they won't know. They don't even see the world ending.
They won't see it coming.
They don't see it. It's happening. They don't see it. People that you know do not see it, man. They do not see the world ending, man.
They completely in the dark.
Like they literally do not see it. Like it's right in front of them. They watching on the TV and they can't see it. It's like they watching the TV with their eyes closed.
It's like how you watching the news, you know, in these current times, you know. You can watch on the TV and see this thing is over with. But yet you go outside, you know, I walk up the street, mugs outside at restaurants eating with the family. You know, mugs at the mall packed. You know, it's crazy, man. Act like none of this has even happened. None of this had transpired. Like mugs back to the basics. You know.
Why though? Because they're lovers of the world.
I got called back.
They still have hope.
Yeah, I got called back to work. I refused. I'm like, you expect me to come back to work, and the world effed up, you know. But they couldn't see it. I'm sitting there trying to explain to my manager, like, you just not making sense, you know, compared to what we all understand is going on, you know. But that's because we got these eyes that see, so we not being fooled.
Straight out, he got something right there.
Go ahead.
This is Psalms 69 and verse 23. let their eyes be darkened, that they see not, and make their loins continually to shake. And the link up to that in the New Testament is Romans chapter 11, verse 10. Let their eyes be darkened, that they may not see, and bow down their back away.
One time for the brother.
Salat, I'm going to start from the top. Psalm 69, verse 23. Let their eyes be darkened, that they see not, and make their loins continually to shake. And the link with that in the New Testament is Romans chapter 11, verse 10. Let their eyes be darkened, that they may not see, and bow down their back always.
That was the point of you was talking about how Mars' eyes darken. Anyway, that's
about how them not seeing is right in front of them, and then their eyes are just filled with darkness.
I said I could grab Isaiah 29 and 10.
The Lord did it to him, man. I was gonna tell you.
Come on. Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 10. For the Lord Yahweh has poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and hath closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers, have he covered.
That's that. Yeah, you can bring that out. Just time out. Or it don't matter, man.
Yeah, I got you.
Like on that, man. This, like your brother said, it's really that clean, man. You know, it's really, like I said, it's really for us, man. You know, these people not listening to us. They can't see. You know, it's tons of men in the Lord doing the work. You know, you just gotta get yours. You gotta make sure you running the race that your brother is, man, because that's a part of you. Perfect segue. Perfect. You basically making sure you running in that way that you're gonna obtain, man. You know, and that's by making sure your brother is too. Go ahead, bro.
John chapter 11, verse 50. Nor consider that it is expedient for us that one man should die for the people, and that whole nation perish not. And this spake he not of himself, but being high priest that year, he prophesied that Yahushua should die for that nation.
So Yahushua did it, man. Yahushua did it. The scriptures tell you a man is not serving not greater than his master, man. So that's the way they look. Yahushua ran in the way. Somebody get that real quick. Revelation 5 and started like the 6th verse. Yahushua ran in a way to where he obtained everything, man. It say all authority has been given into his hands, man. Mm-hmm. Everything, man. So he ran the race too. And it said he finished it. Exactly. He already finished, man.
I have overcome the world.
He overcame the world, because that's really the race. You know what I'm saying? You running against the world. You know, by being in the world of Israel. We're in a world inside of a world. That's that assimilation inside of assimilation shit. You know?
You go back into the definition of what world means.
Yeah.
Cosmos or organization.
Exactly, man. So we in our clique, you know, having to deal with Esau's clique. Something I call.
You just said Revelation 5 and 6. And I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne and of the 4 beasts, and in the midst of the elders, stood a lamb as it had been slain, having 7 horns.
Because it's a lesson on it doing this, basically dying now to live later, man. It's basically a lot of you. You're gonna be slain in all different types of ways, man. You're gonna lose teeth. You might break a fucking toe. You might lose hair. You might lose your woman. You might lose your kids. You might lose your job. You might lose your damn friends and family. You're gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna lose, man. You're gonna die, bro. Pretty much, you're gonna die, bro. You know, but I don't want to say too much, because I do want to make that lesson. Keep going.
Really, just to make a quick note on that, that's basically like what Joe went through.
Yeah.
Lost his kids.
That's what Yahushua went through.
Exactly.
Servant is not greater than your master.
We don't need Job. We got Yahweh shot, but not to take away from Job, the brother right, man. But this talking about Yahweh shot, man. The man that's coming back on that spaceship that look like a mountain sitting in the air.
Having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, sent forth into all the earth. Keep going. And he came and took the book out of the right hand of him that sat upon the throne. And when he had taken the book, the 4 beasts and 24 elders fell down before the Lamb, having every one of them harps.
Now, what is the book? The book is the book that was once sealed, that's unsealed now. Now, what book is that? It's the Bible.
Vision of all.
The vision of all. It's the Bible, man. But specifically, the book is the Bible. It goes into being the vision of all. You know what I'm saying? Because you got many books, as the scriptures say. What is this book about? What is this book about? But the particular book that we're about speaks to everything. You know what I'm saying? Keep going, brother.
That's that.
AKA the vision of all.
That's the only way that you're going to know that it speaks to everything is that you got the light.
Come on, brother.
Having every one of them harps and golden vials full of odors, which are the prayers of saints. And they sung a new song, saying, Thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seals thereof. For thou...
So you got to be... And that's another thing.
For thou wast slain and hast redeemed us to power.
Now, the thing, too, with it, so that's a part of running the race. You're going to be slain. It might be physically, but it's damn sure going to be spiritually if you truly in the truth. You're going to be slain, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you're going to be destroyed pretty much, man. The Lord has to destroy you. You're not going to build something that you can't build something that's already built. You know what I'm saying? So if He truly wants you, before you came into this truth, you were already built. You know what I'm saying? You thought you already had a foundation. You thought you were on your way here. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord was like, nope. Let's just take that down and that one. You know what I'm saying? That's first your understanding of what you thought you understood. That being knocked out. Then your things to test you. You know what I'm saying? Your job that you had. The time you was able to spend at your job. You can't do that no more with this truth. Because they tell you, I believe wisdom cometh by opportunity of leisure, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it on that. But that's a part of running the race, that you're gonna be slain, man. So Yahweh Shah ran the race in its complete detailed form, man. So if you ain't going through none of those things, you don't feel like you're being slain, you ain't running the race. If the Lord is not slaying you, you're not running the race, man. If you're not dying, basically for the nation, if you don't have the intention that you're dying for your nation, you know what I'm saying? Which is ultimately the betterment of you, because if your nation's still here, the Lord could just reincarnate you back. You know what I'm saying? So why would you make it about you? If you're doing that, you're not running a race. You know what I'm saying? You're running it, but you're not running it in the way that you may obtain. You know what I'm saying?
And has redeemed us to power, being Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nation.
Israelites are scattered.
And has made us unto our power kings and priests. And we shall reign on the earth.
On the what? On the what?
So, man,
on the earth, man. You know what I'm saying? They tell you we're going to heaven. You see that? But the Revelation, this the last book. So that's a cut. It's coming, man. Oh my goodness, bro. Keep going, brother.
And we shall reign on the earth.
We're gonna reign on the earth. Did Yahweh Shah set up people as priests and kings to reign on the earth yet? You don't see that, man. Church is closed down. Is that a reign? Even if you want to call those Catholic priests, are those people truly reigning? No, because the church is closed down right now. So those not the priests he was talking about, man. We the priests. The elect are the priests, man. The hopeful elect.
Verse 11. And I beheld, and I heard the voice of many angels round about
This is
the throne, and the beasts and the elders, and the number of them was 10,000 times 10,000, and thousands of thousands, saying with a loud voice, Worthy is the Lamb that was slain to receive power.
to receive what?
To receive power.
See that? Keep going.
And riches.
And what?
And riches.
Some more.
And wisdom.
Oh my goodness.
And strength.
So he's able to actually do things. And what?
And strength.
That's resources. That's also could be likened to a physical body that's capable of actual strength. That's everything, man. Spiritual riches, carnal riches. All the Lord got all that coming on earth.
Scripture. Quick scripture. It's on Matthew 6:10. It says, Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven.
There you go, man. So it's gonna be, man, it's gonna be crazy, man. It's gonna be crazy, man. But that's why you want to be running this race in the way that you may obtain, man. And don't, you know, because I was dealing with what I was dealing with this week. You know, Lord, this is a good scripture. You know, I read. This is 1 Peter 4:12. It says, Beloved, think it not strange concerning, beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. You know what I'm saying? So the fiery trial is you feeling like you being killed. The fiery trial is you damn near want to go back to the spirit world, man. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? So you don't think it's strange though. That's how it's gonna be. Because it say, but rejoicing in as much as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's sufferings, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. You know what I'm saying? And then it's going to the nigga Nate. I should say this, you know what I'm saying? Because Nate being the nigga right now. I'ma save it, you know? But, you know, that's pretty much it, man. Go ahead, bro.
It's, Psalms chapter 69, verse 36. It says, the seed also of his servants shall inherit it, and they that love his name shall dwell therein. It's Psalms chapter 69, verse 36. The seed also of his servants shall inherit it, and they that love his name shall dwell therein.
See, man, you can't be a spiritual Israelite, man. You gotta be a bloodline Israelite. You know? That's why we out here. That's why you Edomites don't join us doing it. Because you're not Israelites. That's why the fake Jews don't come stand out here with us. Because they're not Israelites. It's not in their blood to do it, man. You know? If that's it on that, so that you gotta run the race in the way that you may obtain, man. Being humble. You know what I'm saying? Being slaves. You know what I'm saying? Because when you got the light, that means it's truly on the standard to be considered light. It's not missing or lacking. It's not when you know when your battery go out, it's dull and it's blinking. That's not a light. I don't even use that no more. Lord ain't gonna use that, man. He gonna if the light ain't shining bright, it's not even a knowledge. If it's flickering and all that, why still use it? So you gotta make sure that light is on, man. This is AKA running in the way that you know what I'm saying. If you are, you're gonna be light. You're gonna have it, man. gonna be able to finish, man. The Lord finished. And the Lord also knew what was up the road. You know, the Lord really ain't started. The brother got a perfect scripture. Go ahead, Kapar. That 1 Peter 4.
Yeah. 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 17. For the time is come.
The time has come, man. What time, though? Keep going.
That judgment must begin at the house of God.
So
Being Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai.
So you got that process, that period has started, man. You know, I was thinking about, I'm like, man, this shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, my shit still hurt, you know? This is ridiculous, man. You fuck around making it on the ship with no teeth. You know what I'm saying? By the time you up out of here, no hair, everybody you knew died. This is how crazy this is finna be, man.
But that'd be the biggest blessing.
You know, but this way brothers gotta stay humble, you know? Cause you ain't been through nothing yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really realized that shit. Like, what's finna come, man, is gonna humble you, man. It's gonna humble you to the more than fasting could ever do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've received in my spirit, man. Easier said than done is what the sentiment that's been in my mind. Easier said than done, man. You know how easy it is for you to get up here and just talk? You gotta really think, man. You probably gonna see your siblings killed, man. You probably gonna see people tortured. You might see yourself get tortured, man. That's easier said than done, man. There's only so much faster you can do any damn way. The Lord gonna really have to put something on us to where we survive this, man. That's how serious this is, man. Cause you see, when the Lord puts you in a place of vulnerability and you can't do nothing, then that's when you shut the fuck up and you be like, okay. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't have the spirit already on you to want to go and be like that, it's going to be even worse for you. You know what I'm saying? Because the shit, bro, the stuff that's coming, man.
I'm telling you, that's like just watching people, man. Like we live in a pandemic, you know, so-called, you know, and people, you know, love their life, their lifestyle here in this world, you know, in Esau's world so much they can't let it go. You know, people still flocking to clubs.
That's cool.
Like, still flocking to clubs and still going to the mall. Like it's an opportunity to catch death out here, you know. But people so in tune with themselves, they're refusing to see. And it's going off what the brother was saying. Like, if you can't receive that this world is different from what it was, you know, just not too long ago, you're not really you're not gonna have a good time really when this change comes and everything is happening. You know, it's going to happen.
You gotta make sure you thinking your light shining, it ain't shining, man. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if the Lord punishing you or He chastising you. You know if He's finna kill you. The Lord put you in that moment, man. Like, damn, is this it? Damn, is this something I did? Damn, is this the fiery trial? Damn, is this? If I can't take this, ain't no goddamn way I need to keep talking like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, it's scary. It's a scary. The scriptures say, let every man be convinced in his own mind, man. Another man can't really tell you, man. You gotta realize it, man. You gotta realize it. I can sit up here all day long and say this, and none of you brothers will receive it, man. But that's what's done hit me, man. Easier said than done is really the spirit all brothers need to be in, man. Because a lot of brothers, it'd be a lot of this shit going on. And that'd be the flesh. The spirit be pumped up, but the flesh really be that flesh, bro. Brothers not built, man. Only way we doing this is through the spirit, man. This is a miracle what we doing, man. This is a miracle, man. This is a sign right here, man. It ain't no damn show, and it never was. I ain't coming to this to be a part of no show. But if you can't handle something, like I said, it's as simple as a damn toothache, man, get the fuck out of here, man. You can see your baby cut up. Are you serious? Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here with that shit, man. Brothers better shut the fuck up and calm down, man. Because I'm telling you, man, the Lord, man, the Lord, He'll have you like that to right. You rather, that's why, we bring that out one more time, brother. That, you can start at 17 again.
1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 17. For the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai?
Don't you know the Lord can have you lose your leg in order to make it to the kingdom? You can lose a testicle. You know what I'm saying? You can go deaf in one of your ears. You can lose your, bro, He can take your smell of sense, your sense of smell, bro. He can take your taste buds, man. This how serious this thing is, man. I ain't finna have no teeth in a minute. You know what I'm saying? I was straight before I came in. You know? It's like that shit, that was already something lingering when I was in the world. But now it's like, that's what He using. And that's a blessing, because ultimately, the toothache make you want to die, man. You know? That shit make you want to die. And there's levels to toothaches. This one's worse than this one. And this one removed. You know? So, let's get 18 if you did.
Verse 18. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, and if the righteous...
So what does that mean? The righteous is going to be scarcely saved, man. So that means He finna fuck us up. So brothers better really, you know what I'm saying? Because that's why, by the Spirit, we did that lesson right over there. Judgments are sent forth every day. Watch your works, man. Because the Lord gonna match you. Jake be talking about match. The Lord gonna match you, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you saying you so bravado, you on this level? All right, take what your house shot got then. You know how he had to feel, man? His own people. And he knew more than they even could say. You know what I'm saying? Ever. In totality. And so he that's the shit, you gotta think about that, man. But if you ain't finished that, finish that, brother.
Verse 18, and if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
And that's light, man. They don't even have it. So that being wrote like that just show you they the least of what the point was, why that was written. Because they're not even gonna be around. But the righteous scarcely, how the hell we gonna scarcely make it? We doing all things right. We got the truth. Because the Lord about to fucking really fuck us up, bro. He about to really, you gonna earn this shit, man. You gonna want to damn near die and be like, nah, I can't, because like that. Hebrews, Shalaki. Yeah, that's it's Romans 8 and 18. You know, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. Because you remind yourself. You know what I'm saying? And then you go to Job and say, Job, he kept his integrity, man. When Job, the Lord can turn Satan. Let's get it. Matter of fact, somebody bring it out. Job 1. You know, the Lord can turn your whole being over to Satan. And we know that nigga Shaitan is, he's righteously wicked. He do exactly what he was created to do, man. He don't disobey the Lord, man. The Lord say, fuck him up. Fuck him up.
Perfect wickedness.
You know? Go ahead, brother. Start at 1 and 5. Have when the Lord asks. Matter of fact, when the sons of God came to the Lord, when they reported, whatever verse that is, it's like, I think like, I don't know, somewhere, try like the 10th verse. The sons of God came before the Lord.
Is that verse 6?
That's it.
Job
chapter 1 and verse 6. Now there was a day when the sons of Yahweh came to present themselves before Yahweh. So I'll say it like this. Now there was a day when the sons of power came to present themselves before Yahweh, and Satan came also among them. And Yahweh said unto Satan, Whence comest thou? Then Shaitan.
So the Lord asked Satan, where you been? Keep going.
Then Shaitan answered Yahweh and said, From going to and fro in the earth.
So Satan running around the earth doing the bids, ultimately of the Most High.
And from walking up and down in it.
That's what people, man.
Verse 8. And Yahweh said unto Shaitan, Hast thou considered my servant Job?
Say Satan too, just for people that don't know. You know what I'm saying?
So the Most High asked Satan, have you considered Job? You know what I'm saying? The Most High asked Satan, like personally, has he considered, dealing with Job? Keep it coming.
That there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth power.
And it's spiritual about that. The elder Tahar, he said pretty much Job he's symbolic for Israel. You know what I'm saying? And you can see that in so many ways, because all Job is known for is suffering. Truly supposed to have everything, because he was given everything, but it was taken from him. Then he goes on to suffer.
Exactly.
The Lord deals with him in ways he's never dealt with anybody else. Tells you how the chariots is all throughout the book of Job. The Lord was talking to him, and then the Lord gave him everything back, double.
Yep.
This is how he gonna do us. So I when the elder said that, I was like, damn, that's true.
I would say that's why I mentioned Job in your example that you brought up earlier. How we gonna suffer, we gonna see our family killed.
And that's the spirit. That's what I was saying. It's about timing. You know what I'm saying? It's all about your timing. Cause it tell you that in Ecclesiastes 3, man. It's to every somebody get it real quick, just for edification's sake.
The in season, out of season.
Nah. Ecclesiastes 3:1.
Ecclesiastes.
Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season.
So to everything, man. Right? And seasons go off what? Time. So everything has its time. You know what I'm saying? Everything has a time. Somebody get a...
You want to finish it?
Yeah, you can finish it, but it's a scripture in the Apocrypha that says... let me get mine.
Keep going, brother. Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
See that? And a what?
Time.
And a time to every purpose under the heaven.
So there you go, man.
You want me to get verse 2 and 3?
No, that's cool. Just keeping it that simple, because that just goes into specific things. So just read that one more time.
Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
So everything and every purpose under heaven, it's algorithm. When people figure out how to make Instagram work for them, the best times to post, or you ain't gonna get no traffic. You know what I'm saying? So you was on track by the Spirit, but to everything there's a season. That's just how the Lord set it up. You know what I'm saying? But that shows you on you use ahead on the track. Put it like that. Now this is Sirach 20 and 19. I'm gonna start with number 20. Sirach 20 and 20. A wise sentence shall be rejected when it cometh out of a fool's mouth, for he will not speak it in due season. You know what I'm saying? So Jake in the world, they do that shit. They say a bunch of like heavy stuff, or it just be the timing just be off. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't say something at the it's another scripture in Proverbs. It basically say I think a word wisely spoken is like golden apples in the silver pitcher or something like that. If brothers want to get that, because that's a rare scripture. You never hear that one come out. But yeah, that's that holding, yielding that sword, like, you know what I'm saying? Yielding that sword, man. It's just yielding that sword. So you can drop some knowledge on somebody of the truth, and they ain't gonna receive it because you might not say it in due time. You know what I'm saying? So that's just something brothers need to keep with them. That's just something I'm being more aware with. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a real efficiency thing, man. You know, Jake find that out in the world. Man, I figured out how to. Jake always come up to you. Jake be like, man, I figured out how to get the Instagram to work, man. You gotta post 50 likes and then blah 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 and all this other crap. You know what I'm saying? So that's an algorithm scripture in the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? It's right there. I seen that one night.
Yeah, so like I got that scripture you're looking for too.
You got it.
Proverbs 25, chapter 25, verse 11.
Peep that.
A word fitly spoken.
A word what?
Fitly spoken.
So that's that proper yielding.
Time.
You know, brothers need to watch Afro Samurai, man.
He say fitly.
Go ahead.
Fitly spoken. So it's in the right place. It's just not out. Proverbs chapter 25 and 11. A word fitly spoken is like apples of gold and pictures of silver.
Damn, gold apples in a silver pitcher. Because really, for health purposes, right? Edification. You want to eat. You don't want to put your food in plastic. You want to put your food in pure vessels. You don't want to put your water in plastic. You want to put your water in pure vessels. You can get a glass made out of stone. You know what I'm saying? You can get you a bowl made out of stone or gold or silver, but not that brass bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because it keeps your food on point. So what's more beautiful than a silver vessel? Something you supposed to be actually eating off gold, to tell the truth. Like, we real kings and priests.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
So, like, how we got refrigerators now, what were we using to store our food in back then?
Good question. That's something we got to research. That's heavy. You see? Me and Ak was talking about that. How we used to cook on stones. We get a stone, real hot, throw the meat on it. And it's minerals in stones. So your steak probably tastes amazing. You know what I'm saying?
That's usually like seasonings, like what's it called, like black peppercorn. It's almost like a rock. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
It's just like salt. Salt is
it's a whole rock. It's just broken down into a grain. You know what I'm saying? Like texture and size. That way you can just sprinkle it on. So really,
this thing's cooking too.
Like once you start talking about it, I start piecing it together like that. So that's it. All in all, that's it. Like you throw that on a stone, your meat gonna get seasoned right. All in all, because that's it. It's gonna pick up the
it's basically
grains.
taste in the stone.
Exactly.
It's taste in the stone.
That's it.
And then you also probably refortifying the stone. You probably giving back what it's taking out.
Nutrients going in. Yeah, it's like
it's that circle, man. It's that cycle.
You think when you like a baby, right? A lot of times babies like to put stuff in their mouths. You know what I'm saying? You grab like a rock, you taste it salty. You know what I'm saying? Spit it out. But all in all, that's that like rocks are some type of form of salt.
Yeah.
In some kind of way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the Himalayan salt rock. That's a literal rock.
It's literally a rock. That one just a soft enough rock to be broken down and composed. But if you get in the pure, it's just a rock. It's like also rock.
You look at cement, right, or like clay. That's that. It's the ground just broken up. You know what I'm saying? Right. That's that. We use all types of rocks for everything.
Right. It's just like they
make
sand. It takes sand. Barat told me it takes sand to make glass.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm not sure the
Yeah,
process,
some of
but
it.
it's just.
I seen that. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. How you know that?
I was gonna say,
don't know.
when I was in
That's
the,
true.
when I was in the
You
world,
told me it's in
It's a-
Minecraft. That's
It's a
what
little
you
bit
said.
of they use
Yes.
a little something. They use a little bit of you said how to make glass, right? They use
heat it up.
they use obsidian.
We might
Obsidian stone. They use this stone. This stone makes glass. They make glass out of this and sand.
We about to visit that elder brother with the shop with the stones.
Yeah, I was thinking about it.
He made glass in there. He made it himself, so that'll be good. Probably check it out.
Everything comes from the ancient world, man. People, how were they living? They were so prehistoric. No,
People don't make sense.
shit got worse. We're living worse.
Yeah.
We eat off paper plates.
I believe.
Like, are you retarded?
I believe like they was
I wonder.
our understanding of advanced is completely destroyed. You know, advanced is like if they're making that much out of something so little or what we would think is nothing. You know what I'm saying? And we need technology to open our refrigerator doors and car doors nowadays. Like we don't have no understanding. That's that darkness, man.
I was gonna say,
It's closed. You can snap it closed.
I was gonna say, if you ever water. Like I said, if you ever look at a glass, right, and you look at the bottom of the glass, you will see some type of like creased circular line, right? That's that.
So look at the bottom of what?
On a glass, you will see like a circular like line cut into the glass, right? Really, what that is like when I was back in the world, I used to like love watching glass blowing, right? It's basically how they make glass.
Glass what?
It's called glass blowing.
Blowing?
Blowing, yeah, glass blowing. Like you ever seen like them sculptures that like have like glass that like twirl up?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's basically like glass blowing. So like what they would do is when they make glasses, right? They take some type of like sand, heat it up to a certain point to where it like harden like glass, right? And they got this stick that got a tube. It's like basically like a tube, right? You blow into the stick and it starts blowing the inside of the glass up.
It opens that.
So that
Right.
show you what? The straw concept comes from sticks
Exactly.
as well. But
Yes. Because with that, then what you do is once you blow into it, right, you basically are forming it. So in the sense, as you blowing it, you could be spinning the stick to form the glass while it's still hot. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a real technique. Because you got to be able to pay attention to the temperature. If it get too hot, it might start melting. If it get too cold, you know what I'm saying, it'll break.
And so that right there, we stop right there, cause that's going into glass. But brother, it's a good point in there. And the main topic we talking about is before we get back to the original one,
something being fitting.
the plastic. You don't want to be eating out of a plastic, drinking out of a plastic straw either. You know what I'm saying? Cause wood got minerals in it. It was some scripture I was reading. Literally, it's it's a certain tree that you can literally get syrup out of, like literal syrup. It wasn't a maple tree, but it was another type of tree. But obviously like maple.
Yeah,
But-
say when I was a shorty, one's neighbors, they used to have a tree. They used to tap it. They literally had like a tap in it. They used to get their syrup, and it was real like older
Yeah,
jakes.
you got a certain smell
You
to
go,
it.
when you
Yeah,
go downtown
that's
Naperville,
savvy.
they got the historic area where they be like trying to talk about the old times. That's
It's
that
cool.
time.
It's cool. They don't know where we at.
But I said down in, not like being specific where we are, just saying.
I thought you said. Well, I thought I heard you say in a. You know what I'm saying?
Con.
You didn't say that?
No, I said the town, but I ain't.
Don't just say, but I was say this.
No, you right, because it could be anywhere.
Right, so like, but all in all, that's that in that town, they basically have like a little made up town where it's and like they actually like go into like show you how they make syrup. So like they actually like take you to a specific tree. They get the little part that you like tap into the tree, and that's like they actually have you make your own syrup.
That's tree tapping, but it was somehow like literal syrup. Like sap is kind of different from syrup. Like syrup is already
You
right.
got to process the sap into syrup.
Exactly. But it's some tree that got syrup in it. So I was like,
I say that because that made perfect sense because they used to literally, like I said, they used to literally have that tree. Them mug be losing, they take the sap. You got a mallet, tink, 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 put that mug in, and they'll have a bucket, and that mug is just
But this is not, like, again, staying on point, fitly spoken. You know what I'm saying? So we don't want to give lessons on something we can sit down about. You know what I'm saying? The brothers dropping knowledge right now. You know what I'm saying? Like hella knowledge, like deep knowledge. You know, but like I said, the point being was, just go ahead and go straight back into it. What's better than you know what I'm saying? Eating out of a vessel, a pure vessel, like a vessel of silver or something, with gold apples in it. Gold apple, you can eat gold, so that ain't off. You know what I'm saying? You can eat gold. That's why gold's soft in its purest form.
That's why you see on TV all the time they got 24 karat chicken wings, 24 karat drinks. They had like the old outline of the glass, like 24 karat gold. You know what I'm saying? Or like it'll be like a specific type of wine. You know what I'm saying? That's been like aged for so long. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to be like real doing that.
But yeah, man. That's you got something you wanna say, right?
No, I mean Esau knows this though. Like we go to any museum, they got gold plates, gold forks,
we went to
everything gold.
That thing
That's all was being used back then.
medieval exhibit we went to. Remember that sword?
Con.
Esau know very well. They had forks, spoons. I mean, everything was made out of silver and gold. It could be.
Well, yeah. What's more, Salakia? Go ahead, finish.
No, it's all good, but ultimately, like, I want to say, you go to that museum, like, it shows you, but it also shows you they all get that from us. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, they brought they got their own knowledge via us.
Now, this is why.
I was gonna say, me getting into the herbs more, I accidentally like start just dabbling into other stuff, and I just realized everything is supposed to be like that. Everything is so natural. Everything is so pure. Like that's why I said my sleep is so much better because I just doing everything more natural in a healthy way. I feel more clean. I didn't even take the parasite pills yet, but like just like now I understand just regular fruit more. When you said like the actual cranberries, like yeah, I should go get some cranberries because it's actual like stuff in there we're not even just thinking about. So.
Maybe you can get a juice form of that. But like I said, what's more better than eating out of a pure vessel and gold apples like the brothers went into? Yes, you can eat gold. A word fitly spoken. So we don't want to be dropping too much knowledge on it. You know what I'm saying? That's sit down lessons, man. Brothers, you start making videos. That's it, man. You know. That's why this is rare. That's why these people gonna miss us, and all these women gonna cleave to us, man. You know what I'm saying? Because look, man, listen to brothers. Cause you knew a bunch. Now it got to be filtered through the scriptures. Like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Like all this stuff you know, but you don't just pour it out, cause then you did that to women and what they do. You know what I'm saying? Turn their back on you and just Man, we I ain't gonna say we the sedity ones. You know what I'm saying? We've been in the Lord. That's why I say, be as one that knows much, but say it's little, man. They know you know more, but you only saying a little. This shit aggravate people. You know?
Let me grab that next scripture.
If you actually dealing with me, you will receive what's it called to it? You know what I'm saying? You if you was in this truth, you would be able to get that knowledge. If you ain't in this ain't us going to how the fuck you can eat apples. We ain't talking about that right now. You know what I'm saying? We ain't giving a full lesson on that, man. You know? That's why this truth is valuable, man. Because the men of the Lord know all type of stuff, man. The Lord is revealing all type of things to us. But let's just go back to the point. Because I just wanted to edify on that. I ain't want to keep it. Because there ain't a harp on it. You know what I'm saying? It's just show that's a real way to... That's a way to run. And yield that sword, you know? You can pour out knowledge all day, but what it say, it's gonna be rejected if you ain't say it at the time. Your Instagram post better than everybody's, but you don't know the algorithm. You know what I'm saying?
Never got seen.
Timing for everything. There might be a time when you need to, flash the sword. You know.
Con.
Just
real.
Just so Wes can know.
I was thinking about that last time. I came over with the dang axe in his backpack. Alright, and I was like, it's cool, and then, you know what I'm saying, that you got, but like, it wasn't the time, or place, situation. situation for us, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To be willed or something like that, but you know what I'm saying? In the spirit, come on.
Go ahead, let's get back to the Job.
Let me get this scripture to wrap that up though. Proverbs 25. As an earring of gold and an ornament of fine gold, so is a wise reprover upon an obedient ear.
That fits that. So you saying wise words in somebody that listens, because wise words is instructions. Like, yo, bro, clean your water like this. You only give that to an obedient ear. That's about obeying instructions. If you say it in a full ear, they're going to reject it. So that's you being messy again with the knowledge. That's why a lot of men of the Lord, you don't see, it's a lot of men in this truth, and you don't see the fruits. You don't see them bearing the same fruits as other men. You don't see, like, the spirit really, like, you see it on them, but it's not. A lot of brothers, like, they using their liberty just, they license just to have a fucking car, just to be in the truth. They're not really getting on that Yahushua level. That's how we supposed to get. Because Yahushua knew all these things. He gonna bust our brain down, bro. Like crazy.
And we was watching that movie Indiana Jones, and the lady at the end, she was like, I want to know everything. I want to know everything. And some that stupid alien, like some higher consciousness, like you just said,
Really represent the angels.
Yeah, it really like disintegrated her. The knowledge was so vast and so heavy, it literally disintegrated her.
See?
You want the truth? You can't handle it. You can't handle the truth.
That's why the Lord gives to every man measure. He don't give every man, like he'll give some men multiple gifts, but that don't mean he gave him everything. That man, it'll overwhelm him, man.
So like, I was gonna say it was so spiritual because all in all, they said you understand. She was a woman for one, but she was also an Edomite too.
So you see how they get with knowledge. They turn to mad scientists. They want to make Frankenstein.
Exactly.
But let's go back to the point, man. Job 1, and then we get that 5 and that 25. We close out. Y'all got it. You got it. Whoever's bringing that Job out, you know, because that's really the main point, man. You get back on that thinking you on that. You do this, the Lord gonna give you. He gonna you think you show you some big dude, he gonna send you a big left hand angel. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you think that brother had that put on him? Because he on that level. They say the Lord knoweth your frame. So you need to check. That's why you want to be humble. See? You making yourself worse. Your situation worse. Your judgment's going to be harsher.
It's like anything. When you that dude, say you Jordan on the court. You know what I'm saying? If you get into it, you know, they used to try to, like, especially Detroit, they used to try to beat my man up out the air. You know what I'm saying? Don't let him come in here. It's a fight. You know what I'm saying? Because we know you coming. And that's because he Jordan, he got that stature. So Mars treated him with that stature. He couldn't ask for nothing else. He couldn't be mad. He couldn't be mad because Mars wanted to hit him or Mars wanted to take him out. You know what I'm saying? So
put these up. So, you want to put them under the stop right now?
Yeah, kind of. That's a perfect comparison.
Basically saying the Cumberland territory.
Hell no, I ain't finna stand here and hold that. That's
No, slide. I was gonna say I can put in your bag.
No, I ain't finna hold this on my back. My damn muscles.
You got the dough box?
Yeah.
My muscles off right now. But that's a great point the brother just mentioned. So you can't expect to be treated like Jordan. That's what you walking around showing. That's how you trying to come off.
Right.
Alright, so expect.
Yeah.
You know, if you the top dog. Remember how Lonzo Ball, he was the name when he came in. Yeah. Who went at him? Patrick Beverly.
Yeah,
see, that's the spirit. A dog gonna come at you. That's how the demons. Because really, you having a toothache is a fucking demon. It's a demon, bro.
She'll throw you off.
It's a demon attacking your ass, man. Because demons work through pain. Remember when you read about Yahushua healing them?
Right.
All those people that were sick, what they have on them? Demons. So demons put sicknesses on you. When you got that, you in the truth, and you got this bad stomach ache all of a sudden. It's a demon. Ultimately. You know? Yeah, it was something you ate, but the demon got in the food.
exactly.
That's why I said watch by the spirit. You gotta realize you gotta watch what you eat, Because demons use certain foods to get the people. They can't get in nothing healthy. They can't dwell in, like they say, cancer can't dwell in a healthy temple.
That just makes perfect sense, man.
All jakes that get cancer, temples is defiled. Go ahead, bro.
No, that's just perfect. Like I said, like that healthy food is grown or it came up in a certain way that it's healthy. You know what I'm saying? For a reason. A man didn't make it. You know what I'm saying? So you know candy off top off.
That's a demon waiting to
You know
happen.
what I'm saying? That's off. You know, you eat some candy, that's completely off because it didn't grow out the ground.
That's low-key witchcraft.
If I can, real quick, brother. Why you think kids get to acting crazy when they eat candy?
Exactly. They get on their little sugar rush. They call it a sugar rush.
That's what they call
a
it. It's a demon.
So-called sugar rush. It's a damn demon.
Spirit.
Kids don't know what to do with their damn selves.
That's that back at school. That's that. You know how schools be trying to throw little dances and stuff like that, middle school and stuff like that.
No, keep going. Just you gotta keep.
Really,
Lord holding the rain back at y'all. So go ahead.
I was just gonna say, all in all, that's that. Basically, you would go in there, you would see all these kids talking about like, yeah, my mom doesn't let me eat all this sugar and drink pop, and that's it. They got the whole concession stand filled with candy and pop. You see all these
demons.
Kids, but see, all these kids start grabbing all of it.
It's a table of demons,
and
man.
then they go to the gym room, they dancing all crazy in everybody's faces.
That's the devil's spot, man. All in line for a slice of it. Everybody line up, take your piece, man.
With all Jake eating the hood, where all the fights break out, baby mamas getting beat up by other baby mamas, weaves being pulled out, niggas getting stabbed up. You know what I'm saying? What's all in the ghettos where so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans
trash, corner store food.
That's it.
That's that.
McDonald's. Even worse. Whatever is worse than that. You know.
Because even our natural food we be cooking, that shit be off.
It's the best. It's the best
You
of
know?
the worst.
Jake
You know
thinks
what I'm
he's
saying?
cooking it up in the kitchen. They're cooking shrimp.
We eating the best of the worst.
Exactly.
You gotta understand exactly. Jake,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's a demon about the
Jake always talk about he loves some lobster and some crab.
goddamn bugs.
Yeah,
I love eating bugs.
But see, look, that's that. What's crazy is that's that.
Roaches, man.
One of the the top candies that be sold in the city is Fruities, right? Fruities.
Yeah, Jake love fruities.
That's that.
Choo-choos.
Right. That's that. Back in high school, man, they used to get into fights over some Fruities. It was like one Jake that be trying to sell them. He'd like get like hella bags, start selling them mugs, start fighting over the Fruities in class.
Demons.
Facts, man.
Yeah, that's
it.
Go ahead, brother.
Last thing we go like
when
we were shorties, you know, Mars used to. It's so bad. Mars used to take bags of sugar and add Kool-Aid to it and eat that job, man. But that was the 90s. If you in the 90s, if you from the 90s, you know about that job. But that's complete death, man. I remember Muggs would be on the bus in the morning, ain't nothing. We're sitting there eating some damn sugar and Kool-Aid, man. But that's Jake, man.
About to go shoot up.
Man,
They don't tell them what Esau be
shooting up diabetes,
Or they
man.
gonna shoot up schools and crap. Churches. They be shooting up churches.
Raw meat.
Probably food,
Yeah, they eat raw meat, like straight up raw meat.
That's what cereal too. Cereal got one component off from being heroin or coke.
I go though, cause Lord, it's encouraging.
Con.
Go ahead.
Job chapter 1 verse 8.
We're gonna go straight to that Matthew 25. We ain't gonna get the second testimony.
Con. Job 1 and 28. And Yahweh said unto Satan, or Shaitan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth power and escheweth evil.
See? And that's how we are. You know? But what the fuck that mean? Keep going.
Verse 9. Then Shaitan
You got
answered.
it, bro. Matter of fact, keep going, bro.
Then Shaitan answered Yahweh and said, doeth Job fear power for naught? Verse 10, has not thou made an hedge about him, and about his house, and about all he hath on every side? Thou hast blessed the work of his hands, and his substance is increased in the land. But put forth thine hand now, and touch all that he hath, and he will curse thee to thy face.
So basically, he's like, he understood that the most lifted up dudes that be on the level, they'll tweak out. Soon as adversity hit them.
What I just say, we was at
So stay humble.
Somebody was getting Popeyes, And I seen this swole Jake, and I just kept thinking like he looked like something that just spaz out for no reason. He like, my bad, it's the Roy's. Like, like he just that's how he look. Like he just look like he be in the gym, and he just be on that steroid mindset and it mess with your emotions too.
But you look at movies that you see about Jakes nowadays. That's that it'll show a Jake that's up high, and then all of a sudden something happened to him where he start losing everything.
Yeah, but the point is, remember what I was saying, if you showing yourself to be Jordan on the level, expect the adversity, man.
That's what you expect, and that's the whole point of being humble. You know, that humbleness is going to bring you, as they would say, back down to earth. You know what I'm saying? You puffing up, you leaving earth. You all big and you feel a certain way. You becoming above that, and that's why you should expect. You know what I'm saying? What they say, your match. You know what I'm saying? So that should be your expectation, man.
Like the seesaw.
Yeah.
The Lord, you got the seesaw up here because you were heavy. Jake like said in the world, you heavy. So the Lord got to send something down on that other side to even it back out. So it got to be somebody just as big as you, really bigger than you. You know? Because most Jakes, if you want to be carnal, not carnal, but in the worldly carnal sense, a lot of Jakes can't lift their own body weight.
You can't do one pull-up.
You know?
I gotta ask you.
Go ahead real quick.
It's Proverbs 29, chapter 29, verse 23. It says, "A man's pride shall bring him low, but honor shall uphold the humble."
Where you at?
Proverbs 29 and 23.
So there you go, man. Solomon, one more time.
It says, it's Proverbs chapter 29, verse 23. "A man's pride shall bring him low, but honor shall uphold the humble in spirit."
Cause you already, you like, man, I don't know nothing, man. I ain't know, man. The Lord, He could just kill me. You stay in that spirit. Why? You already fucked up. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, man, Jordan flying through the air on dudes like the brother. That's a great example. They elbowing them out the sky. They had something called the Jordan rules, man. You know. So now, cause really, if it's your lot to be up there, that's it. Why you think Yahushua got the judgment he got? He knew everything. He was the son of man. He was Isaac. He was Adam. He was Solomon. So he died the worst way. The scriptures tell you in that Isaiah 53, we didn't ever bring it out, but it's cool. It's about spirit. That his image was more marred than any man's.
Man.
Even today, his image is still messed around with it. You say white, you say black, it's still.
Yeah, that's manifold.
I say how that saying go. With great knowledge comes great responsibility. Same with great wisdom comes great responsibility. It goes both ways.
To whom as much is given, much is tested.
Let them know you quoting Kanye, right? Yeah. Kanye ass. You know what I'm saying? So don't think that's a scripture and shit. You know what I'm saying?
That's that he low-key the perfect example. That's that he getting great knowledge, now he bugging out.
No, that's because what he be saying. I'm this, I'm that.
But
I'm up here, I'm that.
Yep.
And it also comes
That's
with
the point.
It also goes back to the original point. Like, he always throwing stuff out. He don't ever do stuff in timing. That's why he look crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because he do be saying some stuff sometimes, but he can't be perceived because for one, you going to a hip hop concert
You don't know the
to
algorithms.
expose the truth. Like, they don't care. They was like, we don't care. We want to hear your music. Like, that day he spazzed out when they was booing him the whole time.
It's not the right place.
When he was like, Steve Jobs, I called you. And Jay, they was booing him the whole time when they took him on stage because who you talking to? You know who you talking to, man. But that just show he has no understanding, man. He's in the dark, really.
Exactly.
Go ahead and finish that, and then the brother, he got it. Go ahead, it's a little more on that.
What's the next one?
Matthew 25th chapter, where we left off at. So whoever had that. Go ahead, brother.
Job 1 and 12. And Yahweh said unto Satan, Behold.
Start the 11th verse. Not you.
Okay,
Keep going.
Verse 12. And Yahweh said unto Satan, Behold, all that he hath is in thy power.
Read that again. Just the point.
Job 1 and 12.
Listen, brothers.
And Yahweh said unto Satan, Behold, all that he hath is in thy power.
So all that he had, his fucking teeth, his hair, his women, his children, his organs, his skin cells, all that he had, man. Everything. One more time on that, brother.
Come on.
Etc.
Job chapter 1 and verse 12. And Yahweh said unto Satan, or Shaitan, behold, all that he hath is in thy power. Only upon himself put not forth thine hand.
So his life, except everything else is turned over to Satan, except. So where does the toothache come from? You see that? What is something that Job went on and got? Boils, man. So we not on no damn level we think we on, man. You know what I'm saying? We not on that level, man. Go ahead, Matthew 25, you got it. If you got something you want to say on that, brother.
We finished, or is that it?
That's it. If he got something he want to say on that, we can.
Let's keep it moving, all right? You said Matthew 25 and 11? All right. Matthew chapter 25, verse 11. Afterward come also the virgin saying, Lord, Lord, open to us.
No, let them read. You gonna bring it up. Start at 6.
25, 6.
Water bridegroom, Terry, wherever that's it.
Come on, 25 and 5.
5.
This is Matthew chapter 25, verse 5. It says, while the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept. And at midnight there was a cry made, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him.
But look, so you understand who that bridegroom is, right?
Come on, that's Yahweh.
The bridegroom is Yahweh, and it said, read it from the top for me, Doc.
That's Matthew chapter 25, verse 5. While the bridegroom tarried, they all slumbered and slept.
So the bridegroom, ultimately, he wasn't ready yet, you know? So basically, everybody was asleep because the bridegroom wasn't here yet. He wasn't ready. Keep it coming.
Verse 6. And at midnight there was a cry made.
At midnight, see? Midnight. That midnight showed up again. We went over that. We understand what midnight is, you know? Bring it up.
It says, behold, the bridegroom cometh, go ye out to meet him.
Now that it's at midnight and the bridegroom, we understand that Yahweh Shah, he here. You know what I'm saying? It's his time. It's that time. Keep it coming. Right?
Verse 7. Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said unto the wise, give us of your oil, for our lamps are gone out.
So they ultimately, the virgins wasn't prepared. And the bridegroom was here, you know? And the virgins start asking the ones who were prepared, you know, they was looking for a handout. They was looking for some help. But they had all that time when the bridegroom was tarrying. They should have been taking that time to be prepared, obviously. But it said they were sleeping, you know? Keep it coming, right?
Verse 9. But the wise answered, saying, not so, lest there be not enough for us and you, but go ye rather to them that sell, and buy for yourselves. Keep going.
So basically, the virgins in this parable, they wasn't prepared. Ultimately, they wasn't prepared when the bridegroom came. And we of Israel are likening it to the virgins here, and Yahweh Shah is likening it to the bridegroom, Shalak. And ultimately, some virgins was ready, so some of us is going to be ready, and some of us not. And in that day, you better not be caught lacking, trying to ask for those answers in that last moment, and you know, the most important part is coming. So keep on.
Verse 10. It says, and while they went to buy, the bridegroom came.
So look, the virgins that wasn't prepared, they got sent off by the ones who were ready. He said, go buy. So they went off. The virgins who wasn't ready, they went off. They went off trying to get prepared with no time left, you know? But they still tried to go and get ready. Keep it coming.
And they that were ready went in with him to the marriage.
See, they was ready, so they was able to proceed in. They were already prepared. They wasn't sitting around stagnant. They wasn't waiting. They was prepared, and they sat and they waited. They waited for that time, and when the time came, all they had to do is what they was prepared to do already.
And the door was shut.
So that door was shut. Everybody who was supposed to go in, who was prepared, they went in and the door was shut. Right here.
Verse 11. Afterward came also the other virgins, saying, Lord, Lord, open to us.
So look, that door closed, and now the virgins who went back, who wasn't prepared, they come back to the door, they knocking. Boom, 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 they knocking. We back, we ready now, you know? We ready, we prepared now. Go ahead, get it, all right?
Verse 12, and it says, but he answered and said, verily I say unto you, I know you not. Watch therefore, for ye know neither the day nor the hour wherein the Son of Man cometh. For the kingdom of heaven is as a man traveling into a far country.
That's it. So don't be waiting to be prepared, man. Don't be waiting to get ready. You're supposed to be prepared. That's what we got time right now. We under the grace of the Most High right now. So our time that we have should be used to prepare and to be working on ourselves and to be getting as far as ready as possible. Because when the Lord come back, He not gonna wait for you. As in the parable, He said, I don't know you. You know? So in the last minutes, it ain't gonna be no time, man. Ain't gonna be no time to get ready to go run off and go learn some scriptures to take it all in. Whoever was ready at that point in time, whoever will be or whoever is ready, that's who's getting in. And everybody outside of that, you know, you're gonna be unknown. You're gonna be destroyed. Ultimately, that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna be destroyed. You're gonna be laid waste.
And if you're ready, you gotta stay ready.
That's important. You can't just get ready and just, you know, and just wait. If you ready, you gotta stay ready. It's a marathon. It's a race, but it's a marathon. It's ongoing into that day, you know? So be ready, prepare, and use your time accordingly, man, because it's a time and it's a place for everything, man. It's a time to abound and it's a time to abase. Any of you brothers got anything to go on there?
You can't. I mean, Yahweh Shai is gonna come back, and you better not be, you know, too little, too late.
Yeah, you better not be slacking,
You know?
man.
That's like they say, pay the piper.
Man.
You getting ready to meet your maker, man. Everybody gonna meet their maker, man. So with that, you ain't got nothing. Go ahead, close out, man.
All right, so with that, we're about to wrap it up. All honors and praise be to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Harakah Kodash. Shalom.
We gotta get the Waha, Kodash Wakad.